Thank you, Mayor Greenlaw. And excuse me.
That's all right. I know it's tough. We've had some very difficult things to happen in our community. I'm sorry. Councilor Frye's family is very close to one of the young men who was murdered. And it is partly in response, but not just now, that we are very concerned for our young folks, and that the police and the schools are working together, and that we are considering a path forward to reach out to the leaders in our community as well as to the children in our community and offer them every opportunity to find a healthy path. Councilor Frye, Vice-Mayor Frye.
Thank you, Mayor Greenlaw. I added this item tonight because there's something happening in our community that's not good, and even beyond my immediate, let me say, council. I want to say we have done as a council in the city a lot to reduce crime possibilities. We have done a lot to create initiatives. I don't even mind. Sorry for stepping away a minute ago. It's a painful conversation to have. I will use my platform at all times to talk about real issues. But for example, council initiative program called Midnight Madness. We run a summer program to keep all our youth engaged, to build community togetherness. And it was a successful program for 7 or 8 years straight. This year's participation, just to put it out there, this year's participation, we were averaging over 100 kids on the Friday night during the summertime, during these times that we speak of, right? Summertime when school's out, something constructive for the kids to do. And this year, for example, we had 3 kids register. And what I just said was, for the last 7, 8 years straight, we had over 100 kids every Friday night. I will say that my personal, for what's happening in the community with our youth, that means that I'm not the only one. So I'm not an I type of person. So please understand it. That means every Friday night for the last 7, 8 years, I've been with these kids. I've been right there with these kids in our community, and there are all kinds of different elements and issues that everyone has, and I always try to focus on the ones who can't vote, right? Trying to build up folks that are going to be constructive citizens and contribute greatly to our community. I always had a passion to try to instill some thumbs up for these kids. Right now, whatever's happening in the city, if you don't know, there's a lot going on with violence, and it's our young adults. And I wanted to add an item tonight to discuss it. Mainly, I feel like there's an obligation from us to make a note that something is going on, and this is the first time, and I'm very open and honest. This is the first time that I feel like I haven't had an answer to try to help with some issues. So I don't mind being weak. I don't mind being weak at this moment to discuss these issues, to try to come up with something. So publicly, I'm asking the public, if there's any ideas or any things that you guys think that as a city we could do, please put it out there. Also, I'd like to make a public plea to our parents to please know what your kids are doing. Please know what your kids are doing. I just want to say that publicly. Please know, because there's an uptick in crime that's happening around here, and I never thought that I would sit here and say that, but something is going on, and Mayor Greenlaw, I didn't want to talk too much about it, but I want the public to understand that even my thought process, I'm at the point of even wanting to have a conversation with council, like about maybe even if there was a possibility of a youth curfew, which holds our adults responsible for our kids, just to have an understanding of what is going on. And I'm openly saying I don't have the answers. A lot of folks in this room know that if somebody would say something about something with the youth, and they would say, "Ask Chuck," and I would come up with something and we would get right to it. At this moment, I don't have any answers, and it's a bad feeling as a representative, because I don't want this to continue in our city with all of our kids. So I apologize for being upset, but it's real. I'm a real person, and if you could go back and just see some of these Friday nights that was talking about, and the council's been there, that was the city that we were trying to help create, and I'm not saying that we lost that. I'm saying that these are hard times. So Mayor Greenlaw, thank you for allowing me to speak on it. I hope I got some type of point across. I just know that it's bad times right now, currently, and I don't. We do a gun give back program, which is a voluntary program for folks to turn in weapons. I'm happy to sit here and promote that at all times. We're the only locality in the state of Virginia, as far as I know, in the United States of America, that do this type of program, and it's 24 hours a day. So it's a no questions asked program. If there's a weapon that folks have in their possession, or parents or somebody knows that there's a weapon somewhere and they don't know what to do with it, there's an opportunity to turn that weapon in. I won't go in full detail of how. I will say that it's been over 200 weapons collected since 2014, and it's all voluntary basis. You can have all your opinions about gun rights and whatever the case. This is voluntary, so I want folks to understand. And Mayor Greenlaw, that's all I have. I know I'm everywhere, all over the place. So just thank you for the opportunity to speak on it.